You may recognize the apartment buildings behind me as Vinhome Central Park, right in the center of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. That's landmark 81, the tallest building in Vietnam. But did you know that if you drive 30 minutes in that direction, you can get to another Vinhomes where you can get apartments almost identical to these for around half the price of these ones right here. So today we're going to be meeting up with one of our Ninja Teacher TEFL course alumni who's living and teaching English in Vietnam right now, and he's going to be showing us his apartment at Vinhomes Grand Park. And you can even get a free shuttle bus from here out to Vinhomes Grand Park, so you can get back and forward for free. So let's go check it out. So, we're going to get started with this apartment tour. This is Chris, so he's going to show us around his apartment a little bit. So, should we crack into it?
Yeah, let's get going.
Okay, so this is your apartment here in Vinhomes Grand Park, right?
Yes, 2-bedroom apartment here. It's got, this is the guest bedroom, bathroom over here. Yeah, and it's a nice sized guest bedroom, big double bed, wardrobe, lots of space. I just live here alone at the moment, but if anyone, my friends are going to come, my mum and dad might come at some point. Yeah. So there's a whole room for them, nice. Wardrobe space. Then we've got the little outside area, washing machine. I always say if I buy an apartment, I want a washing machine in there, definitely. So I don't have to go out. When I first came, I was going out to the laundromat sort of places. Yeah. And then it's got, which I really like, pull these down, put all my clothes on these. Yeah. Dries out here if it's raining, doesn't matter.
Looks like it's got AC in
every room
as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
nice cupboard space over here.
Yeah, big cupboard space. I mainly use that for just storing my things at the moment. My first apartment was a 1-bedroom, so now I can put all my extra luggage and things over there. This is one, I don't use this bathroom at all, you'll see why in a minute. But yeah, this would just be if the guests come and want to use this one. Yeah, what I liked about this one, when I chose it, it's got a double induction hob. And a lot of people you'll see in apartments, they have to buy a separate, no, the Vietnamese word for it, the portable
induction stove things,
they'll get that, but when I saw this, I was like, that's amazing, because I do all my cooking and things here, which is absolutely awesome.
Counter space.
Yeah, it's really good. I might not look like I actually live in the place, but I do. Everything's away in drawers. It's quite messy in there. This nice table. I think it was the other way first, and I moved it this way.
It came furnished as well?
Everything furnished, 100%.
Wow, nice.
Absolutely everything. This is a sofa. What I really like about it, it's a full pull out sort of double bed. Yeah. Double bed under there. It's quite cool. Like you can pull it out. If with the TV and stuff, you could just lay there and you're just basically on a double bed in your living room.
Yeah,
that's awesome. It's really good. Like big size. Yeah.
So you could have people in the guest bedroom and extra people.
Yeah. So there's another whole double bed there. Yeah. So this in here is mine. It's a little bit different. Some of the bed, like people commented, the bed's quite like high, but I don't mind it. It's quite nice. Got a good view. Like at night, it looks really good. When I first got here, I laid there and I looked at that, and the whole of Ho Chi Minh was just lit up, and I was just like in awe. Like it looked absolutely amazing.
This is what, the 26th floor?
The 26th floor, yeah.
Yeah, so
which is quite private because I used to live in a building over there, and then everyone could look in your apartment. You've got to look for this as well. If you're facing inwards, you might have a nice view of a swimming pool, but I used to go out on the balcony and you've just got people just staring at you. Oh, look, a foreigner or whatever down there. And they're just watching everything you're doing, and this is just so private. Like, unless someone had binoculars down there.
And also really quiet too, because
you're high very
up, so
quiet.
You're above all the noise of the city.
In here, this is the other bathroom, two bedroom, 2 bathroom, but the other one's in my bedroom, which is awesome. Yeah, and then just the balcony. It's the average size sort of balcony for these apartments. On my last one, I had some chairs and deck chairs and things outside. Put a hammock out here. But yeah, the view it's very nice,
Really nice.
Over here you've got District 2, Bintan, you can see bits District 1, and then you've got all over here Bien Hoa, like going out there. So it's nice having that little bit of countryside sort of feel to it, as well as living in a city.
And you can see the other buildings of Vinhomes over there.
Yeah. I live right on the edge part of Vinhomes, so I get the sort of regular Vietnam here. So Vinhomes, it's very nice, pristine place to live, but go out there, my gym's down there, my barber's, everything, it's just right down that street, and really good food, local Vietnamese food. Yeah, compared to sort of food that you can have here in Vinhomes itself.
Yeah, because there's a lot of restaurants and cafes and stuff in the Vinhomes
Yes,
area,
there is,
but
yeah.
then you can go out like over there to
Yeah.
get some Vietnamese, local Vietnamese food and
Local.
all of that.
Yeah, and the prices are obviously great.
Yeah.
Local Vietnamese food cooked by families and things.
And in D9, also the prices in general, food's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cheap,
everything. You will find here, District 9 is further out, but all the prices just go way down.
Right.
For everything, food, rent. My gym is like $3 million a year.
A year?
A
Wow.
year for the whole year, $100-ish, a bit more.
120 for
£93.
yeah, so it's probably like $10
Yeah.
a month, something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
very good. Yeah,
Has it got AC?
it has got AC.
Oh, it does,
It's
okay,
got
cool.
multiple ACs.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
It's never too busy really as well. It's
Yeah,
quite
because if
good.
you pay that much, like in the center of the city, it'll
Yeah.
be no AC. Like you
Yeah.
probably won't even get something that cheap. So the rent for this place, you said, was how much?
8.5 for the rent. There's the maintenance fee is $472,000 per month. My Wi-Fi is included, and then my energy bills and things are low. I don't use the AC all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a fan when I go to sleep, but I'll like the AC's on in the living room if I'm cooking and things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's roughly 200k a month.
Yeah.
My last one was actually 168k, which people find unbelievable because
Yeah.
you know what people pay for
Right.
their energy. But that's what mine was, yeah. Everything all in last month cost me less $394,
Wow.
which is 9.1, around 9.1, 9.2 mil.
That's crazy.
For
So
everything.
affordable for a two-bedroom apartment.
Everything, yeah.
That's
But
wild.
subjective, not everyone's the same. Someone might want the AC blasting
Yeah.
all day. I've met many people all night, all day.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I think we talked about that recently in another video, but I think around 500k
Yeah.
to 1 million, even higher if you use a lot of AC.
Yeah, your
so
average is 500k.
That's the most variable expense, I'd say.
Yes,
Other than that,
yes, it
obviously
is.
it's just fixed, so that's up to you.
But yeah, I've met many people. I want it cold all the time. It has to be cold.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm from the UK. Used to heating the house up rather than cooling
yeah.
it down. So if it's quite warm, I'm like I feel
Yeah.
quite comfortable. Yeah.
I feel weird having my arm over the
Yeah,
edge
it's
here
quite,
with the
yeah,
'cause
it's 26.
26.
Quite a
I got
drop.
a bit of
I wouldn't even,
vertigo.
I wouldn't
earlier.
even put the camera down
Yeah.
and show them. It's quite. I think this is a fish farm or something.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
guessing,
you can see something there.
Yeah. Someone over there the odd night does karaoke quite loud, but that's probably the only noise thing. It gets very quiet here
Yeah.
at certain times. You don't have that inner city just like beeping and loud noises all the time, which
Yeah.
is really nice. Yeah. The whole of Vinhomes is basically quiet-ish.
Yeah. When Chris told me about his place, like I wanted to come show everyone because I think this is something that's interesting is like if you stay a little bit further outside the city, you get something really affordable like
Yes.
this. Less than $400 for a two-bedroom apartment is wild. I mean, I just drove here. It was about 30 minutes drive from
Okay.
Ninja Teacher. Your work is also out further out in this area.
That was
right?
one thing we were
Yeah.
shown at Ninja Teacher itself. Get your job first,
Yeah.
secure your job, and then get your apartment after. You get some
Right.
people that are a bit trigger happy, you could say. And they're just like, oh no, I definitely want to live here. And then they haven't got a job there. And then I've met other Ninja Teachers that are traveling a long way to work.
Right.
Like if I got a job and I was trying 30 minutes every day to work, could do it. Some people do it, but would rather, I like convenience. So that was a key thing. Got a job just like 10 minutes away. The furthest is about 15-20 minutes away.
So you're working at two locations and
Yes.
then you go
District
a little
9.
bit further to Tuduk.
Yes.
That Tuduk's sort of between here and
It is,
Tao
yeah.
Dien.
So it's a little bit close. It could be a little. You could class it as a little bit closer to Tao Dien.
Yeah.
But I work there on a weekend. That's it.
Okay,
The
yeah.
rest of the week I'm in D9.
Yeah.
So it's convenient. So I chose this because it is that little bit further out. If you look at the whole map,
Yeah.
it's on the edge. You're almost pushing into the next sort of provinces. There's currently 3 Ninja Teachers who was on the same course as me. They all live here.
Right, Josh and
So we've got Josh,
Ricky. Oh, cool, yeah.
and Mark.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so there's 3 of us, 3 or 4 of us, should I say, 3 of us work in the same centre.
Cool.
So
awesome.
that's why Josh came here first. He showed us what it was like. I was put off by the idea. I was like, I don't want to live that far away. I want to live like in between here and D2. But I eventually, when I came here, I thought, this place is amazing. It's just really nice to live here. It's way worth it. Yeah.
So I think that's the choice. So even if you had these jobs, right, you could live somewhere like D2 and then travel to work about 30 minutes to get to the D9 one, or like 15 minutes to get to the Tuduk one.
Yep.
And then you just have a longer commute, but it's more expensive apartment-wise, closer to the city.
Almost half the price.
Right.
Close to it. There's some people with the same apartments, double the price of this.
Right.
More than double, I'd say.
Right.
For about the same size apartment. In Ho Chi Minh, you'll pay for location.
Yeah.
You'll pay obviously for views, but the location, obviously, the rent's a lot higher in those places. But it's convenient if you want to live in a place that's closer to District 1. You've got all your comforts, all the restaurants. Like if I want to go get some sort of real Western food, I have to travel there. But it's what you like as a person. Maybe you want to find those comforts more, or you don't care like me as such, and you just eat Vietnamese food or cook in your apartment. And I can always travel there for those luxuries at certain times. But generally, I like it here. All the prices of food and things are a lot lower, and I like Vietnamese food. So
yeah, so it's just about personal preference, right? And like, if you prefer, nice apartment for cheaper, you can probably save more out here. Did it come furnished with the TV?
Absolutely, everything came with it. That you see, everything.
Yeah.
A key thing is you can always negotiate things.
Right.
When you sat at the table and you're gonna say, how much is this? How much is that? And you say, what about Wi-Fi? They've paid it off for the year roughly, and they're just happy to put that in there. So you can negotiate prices. I had a good realtor. She showed all of us ninja teachers that came here, and she was very good, and she would negotiate the price for you. Because a lot of the people around here don't, obviously, people renting don't speak English.
Yeah.
So she goes, I've got it down from this price to this price. And she's there for you because you're a customer.
Right.
And she'll try hard, and she goes, I've got you the Wi-Fi included. I've got you. Actually, they said they dropped this much money off it. She's done that for both apartments. She dropped 500k a month off my last one.
Nice.
She was going to charge 9 mil, and she got it to 8.5.
Yeah.
For that was a 6 month, but she got that, and she got that deal for me.
So you originally got a 6-month lease?
I did, yeah. There's a thing at this moment in time where they're not liking 6 month leases. And
usually a year is standard.
Yeah, but you can try. Some might do 6 months. But generally, and after I thought, I'll do it in 6 months because you might not like it. Because the first one, the problem was they didn't tell me they didn't have hot water. Signed everything, paid the money. I flicked a button on the wall, and I went, oh, is this for the hot water? And she goes, it doesn't have hot water. Vietnamese people don't really use hot water. Do you use hot water? I was like, yeah. But ironically now, I use the hot water sometimes. The water's not freezing cold. It's like lukewarm. I don't have hot water every day. It cools me down. So that's the funny thing about that. I've complained and it didn't have hot water, and now I have the option. Do I want hot water? Do I not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been here a year, probably a little bit more Vietnamese with the way they do things.
Yeah, and you were saying you were in a different apartment, and then that was a 1-bedroom around the same price.
It's
and
exactly the
the
same price
went
as
down
this.
a bit, and
Yes.
you managed to get this 2-bedroom for the same price.
Yeah, you cannot. Depending on when you go in for the apartments, they can go up and down, but they did say after COVID, all the prices dropped. They overestimated the price of these units, and I don't know if they were sold on an idea that they were saying to the people buying them, you can get this much money, and they had a bit of a shock when nobody was wanting to pay that, so they dropped all the prices and they're happy with the rent. There is a slight thing, foreigners to Vietnamese. This is 8.5 for me. Vietnamese person might be a mil less than that, might be 7.5, because I've seen them advertise them on a Vietnamese realtor. I've seen her advertising, and I've seen roughly similar apartments for 7 something. So obviously there is that fact in there, but you have to know that. But it's still very affordable for us.
Yeah, there is actually extra work for a landlord, for a foreigner. They've got to register and do stuff. So I mean, some people get really upset about, we pay different prices, but I mean, there's a little bit of extra hassle.
There's a lot of extra hassle, and it's getting slightly tougher for them. The last one I did, they had to do all sorts. You have to register, go around scanning passports. We need your passport again.
Right.
Scan that. We need copies of it. send it off they just make that a little bit harder. But if it matches the wage and you're happy with it, they say the rule, what is it in the West, something like a third of your wage on rent. That's
Right.
like a general thing. But this here is like a fifth
Wow.
of mine.
Nice.
A quarter to a fifth.
And I think for anyone that's curious about like what you can get in slightly further out districts, because not everyone wants to live in the center, and you are going to be paying a bit more. And so it's really up to people. And I think this is a good example of like what you can get if you're in one of these districts surrounding the center of the city.
What Vin Homes is like as a place. They're just building on it all the time. They just built a mega mall here.
Right.
So like the same ones that we have in D2. They've just expanded it, doubled it. We're building a water park here. Obviously there's multiple swimming pools and things now. And the big thing is, I believe they're building the train station that will transform this place. There's people I've talked to that said, I will move to Vin Homes, and now I live in District 1 or 2.
Right.
Because if I can get into the centre, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Or like, and just conveniently, you can see them actually getting that built now. I don't know how long it'll take, but that will really change this place.
They're opening the first line now.
Yes.
Like they're testing it. It's done.
Yep.
It's finally done, and they're like testing the train. And I think that goes all the way through to Tuduk.
Yes.
So this would be like the next
that
station.
would really transform
Yeah,
this place.
that'd be
If
cool.
you just more people would come and live here, because you just jump on a train and just straight into the centre in no time. Yeah.
And Vin Homes, it's funny coming here because it's like exactly like Vin Homes Central Park, the Vin Homes in Bintan district. Same kind of thing. If you've been there, they've got all the restaurants, cafes. I even saw like an anam downstairs with like foreign food. Everything's quiet and relaxed downstairs.
Yeah.
So it feels like a little oasis from the more busyness of the city, right?
Yeah, it does, yeah. They've got like a team of people making sure the place looks good all the time. They're constantly gardening, and it just feels really nice, yeah. And like I say, you can always step out and just go see the rest of the city, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
So if anyone's interested in coming out to Vietnam, you can download a copy of our Teaching English in Vietnam Salary and Living Expenses Guide, and and you can consider checking out places like this if you're living in Vietnam.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Cool.